freshman All-American Frankie Gregoire. Your battery today will be Sam Spatafor on his way to Cochise College next year, a junior college, feeder school into Arizona, Arizona State, and Northern Arizona. His battery mate will be number 10, Matt Ian Tosca. So far on the young season, Spatafor has gone 2 innings, no earned runs, 1 strikeout to 1 walk. Very, very young season here for the righty heading to Cochise next year, Sam Spatafor. Now we'll head through the visiting lineup for Worcester. Leading off, the shortstop, Tom Walraven. Batting second, the designated hitter, Raphael Borngal. Batting third, the first baseman, Mike Cogshall. In the cleanup spot today, the third baseman, Matt Rothenberg. And batting fifth, the center fielder with the best name in the FCBL so far, Matt Diesel. Doing the catching for Worcester will be Nick Berry. In right field, batting seventh, Joe Mercandante. Batting eighth, in left field, Ryan Ward, and rounding out the lineup for the Bravehearts will be their second baseman, Dante Riccardi. Spatafor gets the ball as Ian Tosca throws it down, and the boys throw it around. Beautiful night for baseball at historic Muzzy Field. Spatafor on the rubber, ready to work. Tom Walraven stands in. Sun arced high above the evergreen trees out there in left center field as the first pitch is slung on in there, up and out of the strike zone. 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes. That first pitch fastball out of the right arm of Spatafor misses the zone high. Now he dials it in there, takes a couple miles an hour off this one, gets it in the strike zone, inner third, right at the belt buckle, called the strike, 1-1. Christian Budzik, the Blues' third baseman, plays even with the bag, ready for a bunt by Walraven. He does not show bunt, strides up, doesn't move the bat, takes a fastball, paints the outside corner there, does Spatafor, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Spatafor leans in, kicks up into the motion now. The 1-2 pitch is an off-speed pitch. Turning out of the way there was Tommy Walraven. Now he gets time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That curveball got away from Spatafor there. Missing a little bit too far inside. Twisting and turning out of his way was Walraven. He now adjusts himself in the back of that right-handed batter's box. Twirls the bat around a couple times and is ready for the 2-2. This fastball is hammered in the air. Shallow right field. Going back is Zach Scott. He will call off the troops and make the play. 1 up and 1 down. Pop out to the second baseman, Zach Scott, and the DH, Raphael Borngal, to bat. On deck for Worcester, in the 3-hole tonight will be their first baseman, Mike Cogshall. Raphael will be a left-handed hitting DH in the 2-hole. Wide base, keeps the hands tight to the back ear. He's first pitch swinging, grounds one down the first base line into foul territory. Making the play there is Worcester's first base coach. He bobbled it once, checking with his guys on the bench, getting a good laugh. No balls and 1 strike to count. Spatafor ahead of the second batter of this ballgame. Now he takes something off this one. Looked to be a changeup right at the knees on the outside corner. Called the strike, 0-2. For those of you unaware, the press box here at Muzzy Field, located deep down the third base line. I sit about 95 feet away from home plate. Way up on top of the press box, just chilling on the roof. It's a beautiful night for baseball, let me tell you. Shorts and a t-shirt, 73 degrees. Absolutely lovely out here in Bristol, Connecticut. Now the 1-2 pitch is a curveball swung over there by Borngal. He goes down swinging. Spatafor's first strikeout of the ball game. 2 up and 2 down in the top of the first inning for Worcester. Now big Mike Cogshall stands in. Very open stance and wide base. Twirls the bat like a toothpick up around his head a couple of times. He gets a first pitch fastball in on the hands. He lifts it high, up and out of play. He got him on the label there, did Spatafor. Fighting that one off was Cogshall. Cogshall hitting 200 on the season, right at the Mendoza line. The 0-1 pitch is another fastball. right at the letters. Worcester scripted right across the chest of those blue uniforms for the Bravehearts. 0-2. Spatafor working that first base side of the rubber, looks in, gets the sign, rocks back into his motion. The 0-2 pitch is a fastball, missing a little bit too far inside there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch on its way. Curveball rifled to left field. That ball will get down in front of Gregoire. A 2-out base knock for Cogshall will bring up Matt Rothenberg. Cogshall got a hanger there, a 1-2 breaking pitch that hung up right at the belt on the outside third. Cogshall did a good job to throw the hands at the baseball and lace one to left field. Gregoire came in, made the play. There's a man on first base, 2 outs for the third baseman, Matt Rothenberg. Rothenberg, one of the smartest men in all of the FCBL, the junior from Harvard. Rothenberg will look at a first pitch fastball, dots the outside corner right at the knees. Perfect pitch there out of the right wing of Sam Spatafor. Spad now sets at the Blues lettering, scripted across the chest. Fires a fastball in there, a hair too low. Tried to stick it and get the call, was Ian Tosca. Umpire refuses to go up with the right arm there. 1 ball and 1 strike. Spad now quickly shuffles the feet, fires a pickoff throw over there to first base. Kendrick comes off the bag to make the play. No play over there on Cogshall. Not the fleetest of foot, the first baseman for the Worcester Bravehearts. Don't expect him to be going anywhere. Spatafor sets, kicks up, and pumps in a fastball. This one bounces in there. Ian Tosca throws the leather at it, blocks it, kicks a little bit to the left, and now it's a 2 ball and 1 strike count to the cleanup hitter, Matt Rothenberg, the junior next year at Harvard. Spatafor now sets at the letters once again. Hums in a fastball this one, waved at and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. We're in the top of the first inning. Man on first base. Rothenberg now widens his base an extra half a step and ready to work. He gets a curveball that he lifts in the air. Back goes Roberts. He will catch the floater up and over the shoulder. Worcester gets 1 hit in the top of the first inning, a line shot off the bat of Mike Cogshall. No damage was done. Spatafor works around the 2-out base knock, and the Bristol Blues will bat in the bottom of the first inning. Coming up next, this is Bristol Blues Baseball. Bottom of the first inning, Greg Stegani on the bump for Worcester, and Lorenzo Arcuri will take the stroll into the right-handed batter's box to get this one going for the Bristol Blues offense. Stegani, 1 start on the season, gave up 7 hits in 5 innings pitched. However, he did record 6 strikeouts and got the win. Lorenzo Arcuri, the batter for the Bristol Blues, hitting .286 on the season. Arcuri, a Roseville, California native, takes the first pitch fastball up above the belt. 1 ball and no strikes. Stegani, the 6'4", 200-pound righty, heading into his senior year next season at West Liberty. This one he Gears up a fastball right at the knees, called a strike. 1-1. Sagani keeps the hand set right across the chest as he kicks into the motion. This one, another fastball, catches the inner third. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Bristol Blues center fielder, Lorenzo Arcuri. Arcuri stands in, awaits the 1-2 pitch. It's on its way, and it's grounded in the hole to short. Fielding there is Worcester's shortstop. Walraven picks it up, throws it over to Mike Coxwell at first base. Arcuri is cut down by a half a step. Good piece on that one. This Muzzy Field grass just dentons the baseball. Good play in the hole there by Tom Walraven. Arcuri goes down 6-3 for those of you scoring this one at home. Now batting for the Bristol Blues, Logan Green, the right fielder. Green hitting .500 early on in this season. 6 for 12. Hot start for the incoming sophomore to the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Second pitch of the at-bat is a bender right at the knees. Perfect pitch there by Stegani. It is 0-2. The 0-2 pitch fastball tried to dot the outside corner. Missed by about an inch. Worcester dugout really wanted that one, calling for the third strike early on in this ball game. You usually don't hear that till later on in the ball game, but this Worcester Bravehearts team is as feisty as they come, begging for the called third strike in the bottom of the first inning. The 1-2 pitch is a fastball as well. This one misses out of the strike zone, 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch is a fastball lifted in the air down the right field line into foul territory. Ranging over to make the play is Mercandante. 2 up and 2 down. The Blues freshman All-American Frankie Gregoire now stands in the back of the right-handed batter's box. Frankie hitting .364 on the young season for Bristol. Had himself a heck of a year at Marist College. Let's see what he's got in store for the Blues here tonight. First pitch Gregoire sees is one of the off-speed variety. Over the plate, called a strike, 0-1. Sagani now pierces in over the glove. Slowly works into his windup. Gregoire lifts one on the ground, up over the mound. A grounder now to the shortstop. Walraven ranges over towards second base. He fields it off a couple of hops, picks it up, throws it over to first base. Coxwell picks cleanly. 1-2-3 inning for Bristol. We head to the top of the second inning next at Muzzy Field. This is Bristol Blues Baseball. Top of the second inning here at Muzzy Field. The Blues and the Bravehearts deadlocked 0-0. Beautiful night for baseball. 73 degrees at first pitch. And Sam Spatafor had it working early on. Gave up the 2-out base knock to Mike Coxwell. It was a 1-2 hanger that was laced into left field for a base knock. After that, he settled right back in there, got Rothenberg to softly line out to the shortstop, Tyler Roberts. And we find ourselves here in the top of the second inning, tied 0-0. Second inning is sponsored by the Bristol Press. A big hit every day. Sam Spatafor kicks back, rocks into the motion. First pitch fastball lifted into center field for Lorenzo Arcuri. He will catch it on a bounce in front of him. Leadoff base knock to start the second inning. Off the bat of Worcester, center fielder Matt Diesel. The catcher for Worcester will now bat number 4, Nick Berry. Had a shot to talk to Nick Berry before the ball game. Pretty excited to get back out here and play at Muzzy Field. He said he played here as a high school kid. Now playing his college ball at UMass Lowell. Grafton, Mass native. Nick Berry, 6'3", 215-pounder. Very open stance here behind the right-handed batter's box. He now strides right back at the pitcher, takes a fastball missing low, 1 ball and no strikes. Berry, long gray pants today, white batting gloves, elbow guard on the front left elbow, and a white sleeve on the right throwing arm. Spatafor sets, utilizes a slide step and a ground ball to Budzik. He fields, throws it to second for 1, throw to first, double play. Good play there by the Bristol Blues defense. Budzik ranges over, throws one into Zach Scott, the second baseman, who picks it. Ball was in the dirt, gets up, throws it over to Kendrick at first. Long stretch there. 5, 4, 3. That's a double play for Bristol. 2 up and 2 down here in the second inning. And now the batter will be Joe Mercandante. Was not anticipating a double play there after the throw by Christian Budzik, the Blues third baseman. That one skipped into Zach Scott. He was able to pick it cleanly, get a good throw over there to Kendrick at first base, and somehow, some way, the boys pulled off a double dip. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball. This one misses low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch is grounded in the hole. Tyler Roberts, slow sliding play, backhand, picks it up, throws it across the diamond to first base. No play there. That'll be an infield base knock, but a phenomenal defensive effort there by Tyler Roberts. Deep in the hole, he slides, backhands it, throws it off a knee, about 120 feet away from home plate, or from first base, pardon me. Throw was offline, beating it out anyways was Joe Mercandante. Ryan Ward, the left fielder for Worcester, to bat. Runner is off with the pitch. Ian Tosca's throw out to second is not in time. Roberts late getting to second base to cover the bag. Ball flicks off of his glove into shallow center field where Zach Scott is backing up the play. Stolen base there by Joe Mercandante, and Ryan Ward up at the plate with a chance for an RBI. Left-handed hitting left fielder. Ward now looks in and waits. The 0-1 pitch from Sam Spatafor. Spatafor bounces this one in there. It gets by Ian Tosca back to the wall. He will scamper back to the backstop, pick it up, flick it over there to Spatafor. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Runner moves up 90 feet now, just 90 feet away from scoring. This second inning is brought to you by the Bristol Press, a big hit every day. Check out the Bristol Press featuring the Bristol Blues each and every day on the back cover, leading the sports section. Ground ball softly hit to Tyler Roberts. He's going to pick it up with the glove, fire over to first base, gets him by a half a step, a broken bat. Ground ball to Tyler Roberts. He charges hard, makes the play. Ryan Ward is out, and so are the Bravehearts. We head to the bottom of the second inning, tied up 0-0. This is Bristol Blues baseball. Leading off for the Blues, bottom of the second inning, number 2, Zach Scott. Zach is ready to go in that left-handed batter's box. Sees the first pitch fastball from the righty Stegani. Righty on lefty matchup here between Scott and Stegani. This one misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. Stegani now fires a fastball in there. This one hums a little bit too far outside. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch to Scott. Fastball. This one does catch the outside corner. Hit the same spot enough, and the umpire goes up with the right hand here. 2 balls and 1 strike. Great hitters count here. The 2-1 pitch is a slider that disappears at the back leg of Zach Scott. He swings right through it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch is a fastball. Ripped to the back of the screen. Fouled off will do it all over again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the sun really outside of the clouds now as it finds itself nestled right on top of the evergreen trees in left center field. As the sun is setting, Zach Scott shoots a ground ball right at the second baseman, Dante Ricciardi. He picks it up at the waist, flips it underhand over there to Coxwell at first base. 1 up and 1 down here in the second inning. Now batting for Bristol, the designated hitter, Liam Scaffariello. Liam will get his name called this weekend in the draft, whether it be tonight or tomorrow. Big Scaff will be selected in the MLB amateur draft, and that is something all Blues fans are excited about. He gets a first pitch fastball, rips it to left field. An absolute seed off the bat of Liam Scaffariello. He makes his way over there to first base. He finds himself at home. 1 pitch, line shot to left. Base knock there for Scaffariello. Now don't let the 6'4", 235-pound frame fool you. Liam can absolutely fly on the base paths. I wouldn't be surprised if he took a shot to try to steal a bag and put himself in scoring position early on. First pitch to Andrew Kendrick, the Blues first baseman from Springfield, Missouri, by way of Youngstown State University. Missing low, 1 ball and no strikes. Scaff, fairly moderate lead over there at first base. The 1-0 pitch turns the count into a 2-0 count. That fastball misses at the ankles of Andrew Kendrick. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch is a fastball. Ripped through the left side. Kendrick picks up a base knock, and Scaffariello will move up 90 feet into scoring position. 2 men on and 1 out. For the Blues shortstop, number 5, Tyler Roberts. Good piece of hitting there by Andrew Kendrick. It was a 2-0 count, and he got a fastball he liked. He ripped it through the left side of the infield. Nothing Walraven or Rothenberg could do about that one. They just watched it sail into left field. Ward picked it up off the turf here at Muzzy. 2 men on and 1 out. Blues with 2 hits here in the bottom of the second inning. Roberts sees the first pitch fastball right at the knees. Called the strike. 0-1. Tyler Roberts off to a pretty good start himself. Hitting .385 on the young campaign. Ty had a heck of a year down there at Augusta State University. Hit well over 300 and played a phenomenal shortstop for Augusta. He rips one to center field. That ball will get down in front of the center fielder, Matt Diesel. He comes up throwing. Scaffariello puts on the brakes and slides headfirst back safely. Bases will be loaded with 1 out for Matt Iantosca. Tyler Roberts got a 0-1 fastball up at the letters he got on top of and ripped it to center field. Only problem there was Matt Diesel has an absolute cannon in center field. He came up throwing an absolute seed to home plate. And Nick Berry, Liam Scaffariello was halfway around the bag at third, put the brakes on and got back into third base safely, sliding head first. Hits are all knotted up at 3 aside. No score yet here at Muzzy Field, bottom of the second inning. Top of that one was Ian Tosca, count now 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stegani kicks up and delivers Foul ball tipped to the back of the screen. Blues bat boy getting his work in today. Fourth or fifth time he's got to scamper around the backstop to pick up what would have been a souvenir for one of the lucky fans sitting behind the dish today. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Ian Tosca gets the foot down and sees a fastball that misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Worcester faithful on the bench really wanted that call once again. Second call in as many innings that Worcester's bench is living and dying by. Ian Tosca waits a 2-2. Check swing. Did he go too far? Appeal. He did not. Full count now for Ian Tosca. Now let me tell you one thing, folks. Those of you listening to this one at home, there is an absolute guarantee that his hands broke and it went way too far past home plate. However, the appeal to the infield umpire says he doesn't go, and Ian Tosca gets another shot. You can see that one when you're sitting as far away from home plate as I am. Now he gets a shot. He lifts it into the hole. It'll be an error by the shortstop, Walraven. He tries to get the force out at second base, and he rifles it into shallow right field. And Ian Tosca makes him pay after living to see another day on that check swing that he did not go too far. So Ian Tosca gets a fastball. He hits a grounder into the hole. Pretty good play there by Walraven. Picks it up in the hole, tried to make the play over there at second base to Riccardi. He threw it into shallow right field. Mercandante had to come in and pick it up. He didn't. At that point, 2 runs have already come across home plate to score. Liam Scaffarello and Andrew Kendrick score for Bristol, and the Blues lead 2-0. Bottom of the second inning. The batter for the Bristol Blues now, as there's a conversation on the mound. Pitching coach for Worcester comes out to have a chat with his team. He brings the whole infield in, and it looks like it's about time for the home plate umpire to scamper out there and break up this conversation. As he's about 20 feet away from home plate, making his way toward the mound, pitching coach for Worcester breaks up the conversation on his own, turns around, heads back to the visiting dugout, and Christian Budzik will bat. Men on first and third, 1 out for the Blues' third baseman from Eastern Connecticut State, Christian Budzik. Stegani will set, kick up, and deliver the first pitch to Budzik. It is a fastball at the top of the strike zone. On the outer third, called a strike, 0-1. Middle of the infield in double play depth. Third baseman here for Worcester, Rothenberg, even with the bag. The 0-1 pitch is a fastball on the inner third, called a strike, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to count to Budzik. He awaits the pitch. It's a fastball that he dribbles to second base. Riccardi picks it up, tags the runner out. Ian Tosca fires it over to first base. 4-3 double play. The Blues get 2 in the bottom of the second inning. We head to the top of the third. This is Bristol Blues baseball. 9-1-2 here in the top of the third inning for the Worcester Bravehearts. 9-hole hitter today for Worcester is their second baseman, Dante Riccardi. They will face the right-handed offerings of Sam Spatafor. So far, he's scattered 3 hits, not giving up a run in the first 2 innings. Top of the third inning, Christian Budzik, the Blues' third baseman, even with the bag at third. First baseman, Andrew Kendrick, 5 or 6 steps beyond the bag at first base. Middle of the infield back. And the outfield alignment for Bristol is fairly deep, except for the center fielder, Lorenzo Arcure, who's come in and played a shallow center field. First pitch fastball, lifted high into foul territory, ranging over is Tyler Roberts. He lunges after that one, leaps out after it, diving play, comes up empty. Just a strike, 0-1. No, I'm not exactly sure what Dante Riccardi was thinking there. That ball was a foul ball off the bat, and he was rounding for his hard, headed into 2. Now he takes his time to get back in that left-handed batter's box. He gets an 0-1 slider. Drops on the outer third. Up with the right arm goes the home plate umpire. It's 0-2. Spad looks in, rocks back into the motion. The 0-2 pitch is a bender. Bounces in there, blocked up by Matt Iantosca. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch on its way. This one bounces in there once again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Spatafor not exactly liking this Muzzy Field mound right now. Taking his time fixing the front of the mound where his landing spot is. Now gets set on the slab. Bounces a third one in there. He was ahead in the count, 0-2, and now has bounced 3 straight off-speed pitches. And as I say that, he gives a piercing glare to the top of the press box like he knows I'm saying something about the off-speed pitch. He'll find the right keyhole. I'm not too worried about that one later on in the ballgame. This time, the fastball misses low beneath the knees of the 9-hitter Dante Riccardi. A leadoff walk. Those spelled doom in the most case, especially to the 9-hole hitter. This lineup will roll over. Now batting for Worcester, their shortstop, Tom Walraven. Let's see how Walraven reacts in that right-handed batter's box after committing the lone error of this ball game in the bottom of the second inning. Man on first, nobody out. Walraven, the batter, gets a first pitch fastball. He laces to right field. Charging in a couple of steps is Logan Green. He will pivot, make the throw into second base. Riccardi not going anywhere. Line shot right at Logan Green, the old Adam ball. Hard hit ball right at the right fielder. Not much you could do about that one there if you are Walraven. The left-handed hitting designated hitter, Raphael Borngall, to bat for Worcester. Borngall struck out swinging. The lone strikeout of the ball game for Spatafor came to Raphael Borngall. Spatafor will set at the Blues lettering scripted across the chest here at Muzzy Field tonight. Misses high up in the strike zone, 1-0. Blues sporting their home whites tonight. White bottoms, white tops. Blues scripted in royal blue across the chest. Red numbers across the chest as well. And the big blue numbers on the back. Pretty much the Dodgers uniform, except instead of Dodgers scripted across the chest, of course, it's Blues. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball, lifted high up and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner was off with the pitch. Hit and run being applied there by the Worcester manager. However, ball was knocked out of play. Foul ball, strike 1, 1-1. Spatafor kicks up and delivers ground ball to the second baseman, Scott. 4, 6, 3 equals 2 here at Muzzy. That's a double play, and the Blues get out of this one. We head to the bottom of the third inning. This is Bristol Blues baseball. Blues lead 2-0. We're back here at Muzzy Field, bottom of the third inning, top of the order for Bristol. Lorenzo Arcuri sees the first pitch fastball, misses the strike zone, it bottoms it out, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch crosses the plate at the knees, called a strike, 1-1. Stegani now rocks into the motion. The 6'4 righty hums in a fastball. This one misses outside, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to count for the center fielder from Youngstown State University. He rifles a fastball in the air, line shot to center field. Charging hard is Matt Diesel. He comes in and makes the play. 1 up and 1 down for Bristol. They lead 2-0 in the bottom of the third inning. Due up for the Blues, the right fielder, number 19, Logan Green. Logan Green gets a first pitch changeup, takes it for a strike, 0-1. Green awaits the 0-1 pitch. It's another off-speed pitch. This slider bends in right at the knees. Perfect pitch by Stegani, utilizing the full arsenal here early on in the bottom of the third inning. He'll not rock up into the motion and throw a fastball out there right on the outside corner. Nothing you could do there as Logan Green. He gets up there, sees a first pitch changeup. Over the plate, you take it. You wait your next pitch. Then a perfectly placed slider on the inner third, right at the knees, 0-2. And then before you blink, Stegani rifles a fastball 87 miles an hour on the outside black, paints it like Picasso, and you turn around and head back to the dugout. Not much you could do there if you are Logan Green. Great pitches by Greg Stegani. With 2 outs in the inning, Frankie Gregoire to the plate. Sees the first pitch fastball, miss outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch is a slider that he leaves up there way up and over the head of Frankie Gregoire. It's 2-0. Great hitters count for the freshman All-American. Gregoire now hits a 1-hopper to the shortstop wall Raven. He picks it up off the bounce right at the belt buckle, rotates the hands over, throws it over to the first baseman Cogshow, and Frankie Gregoire frustrated as he thought he had a pitch to drive, just unable to barrel it up. We're through 3 here at Muzzy Field. The Blues lead the Bravehearts 2-0. This is Bristol Blues Baseball, top of the 4th, coming up next. Top of the 4th inning, and the lights have been flicked on, glistening on this historic venue that is Muzzy Field. The sun has now tucked itself behind the evergreen trees in left center field. The lights are out, and Sam Spatafor returns to the top of the knoll, ready to work the top of the 4th inning. Sam working that first base side of the rubber, kicks up and delivers the first pitch of the 4th. It misses low, 1 ball and no strike. The batter for Worcester is their first baseman, Mike Cogshow. The 1-0 pitch is a slider at the bottom of the strike zone that's popped up to the shortstop, Tyler Roberts. He goes back, waves everybody off with the right arm, virtually calling a fair catch out in shallow left field. Makes the basket grab, 1 up and 1 down. Cogshall pops out to the shortstop, Tyler Roberts, to lead off the 4th. Now the smartest man in baseball, junior third baseman from Harvard, Matt Rothenberg, to the dish. He takes the first pitch. It misses the strike zone. It is 1-0. Spatafor now kicks up and delivers. Line shot deep down the right field line. That ball is hooking, and it stays fair. Karams off the wall. Extra bases for Rothenberg. Throw goes into Zach Scott. It'll be a stand-up double for the aforementioned smartest man in baseball, Matt Rothenberg. Doubled on the right field line. Now batting for the visitors, the Worcester Bravehearts, in the 5-hole tonight, the center fielder, Matt Diesel. RBI opportunity for Diesel. Open stance in that left-handed batter's box. He stands tight to the dish. Big leg kick here by Diesel. Sees a fastball out of the right arm of Sam Spatafor. Bounce in there. Flashing the letter there is Matt Iantosca. He picks it up. 1 ball and no strikes. Falling behind yet another hitter is Spatafor. Let's see if he can hum in a fastball for a strike now. He does just that as a line shot is lifted to center field. Charging hard is Lorenzo Arcuri. 5 steps in. He catches the line shot at the shoulders. 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. Man on second. And the batter to be will be the catcher, number 4, Nick Berry. Berry grounded out into a double play, his first at-bat. Good news for him, he can't do that again. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning, and a man on second base. Spatafor sets this time at the shoulders. The runner is off with the pitch. Iantosca steps behind, throw to Budzik. Stolen base there from Rothenberg. That one was on the pitcher, Sam Spatafor. Had him timed up perfectly. Kind of surprised to see him steal third base with 2 outs. Never want to make the first or third out at third base. However, he broke that cardinal rule in baseball, but it paid dividends to him. Man on third. 2 outs and an 0-1 count to the catcher, Nick Berry. Spatafor's 0-1 pitch is a fly ball to shallow left center field. Charging in is Gregoire. He gives way to the center fielder, Lorenzo Arcuri. He will camp under it, make the play. Worcester threatens but does not score in the top of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th inning we go. Blues lead 2-0. This is Bristol Blues baseball. Bottom of the 4th inning, Greg Stegani still on the bump for Worcester. First pitch Slider sitting on that all the way was Zach Scott. He rifles one to right center field. This ball will get up off the track, carom off the Hummel Brothers sign, 369 feet away from home plate. Now that'll be a leadoff double for the Blues' second baseman, Zach Scott. And the Blues have something brewing early on in the bottom of the fourth inning. Zach Scott with a leadoff double, and that brings in Liam Scaffariello, who's 1 for 1 on the day with a line shot single to left field. After that leadoff double by Scott, the first pitch of the at-bat to Liam Scaffariello is a ball missing low and outside. Stegani, when missing today, really has missed outside more than anything. Does not want to go inside on any of these Blues hitters. The 1-0 pitch misses low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch here to Scaff. Missing high and outside. Count runs 3-0. Now, if you're manager Pat Riley, there might be a little bit of an inkling there for you to let Scaff get the green light, 3-0. We'll see what he decides to do with big number 33 standing in the right-handed batter's box. No chance to see if the green light was given. That's the 4th wide one. 4 straight balls to Liam Scaffariello, and he will jaunt down to first base. Men on first and second, nobody out. For the first baseman from Springfield, Missouri, Andrew Kendrick. So Scaffariello's reached base twice tonight in his many plate appearances. Andrew Kendrick 1 for 1 in the ball game. Singled and came around to score in the second inning. Blues lead 2-0. It is the bottom of the 4th inning. Kendrick check swing at that first pitch fastball. Over the heart of plate, called a strike. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to count. Kendrick awaits Stegani to set, kick up, and deliver. Middle of the infield in, double play depth. Third baseman for Worcester, Rothenberg. 2 steps behind the bag here at third. Man on second is Zach Scott, led off the the bottom of the 4th inning with a 2-bagger to right center field, and then Liam Scaffariello walked on 4 straight pitches. Stegani inside pickoff move. He picks up the leg, and the 0-2 count stays the same. No pitch there by Stegani. He bluffs a move over to second base. Kendrick down in the count. 0-2. This fastball misses outside. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes to number 28, the Blues first baseman, Andrew Kendrick. Outfield deep all the way around. Deepest outfielder for Worcester is their right fielder, Mercandante. Kendrick swings on top of a slider there. The 1-2 pitch strikes Kendrick out. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tyler Roberts, the batter for Bristol. Roberts singled in the second inning. 1 of the Blues' 5 singles today. Well, check that. 4 singles and a double off the bat of Zach Scott. Blues lead 2-0. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. On deck for Bristol, their catcher, number 10, Ian Tosca. Roberts, very slightly open stance, feet shoulder width apart. Picks up the front foot, drops it down, takes the first pitch fastball, called a strike, 0-1. Stegani pierces in, now gets the sign from his battery mate Mary. He will check up, set, and deliver. The 0-1 pitch is another fastball. Perfect pitch here by Greg. Fastball outside corner, right at the knees, can't do it much better than that. Roberts finds himself down in the count, 0-2. Roberts now takes a step out of the batter's box, chokes up on the bat, an extra beat. He will now get set in that box, ready to work, 0-2. This one bounces in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes, now the count to the Bristol Blues shortstop, Tyler Roberts. Roberts off to a hot start coming into today's ball game, hitting .385. That average will only go up with the base knock here in the second inning. Perfect night for baseball. 70 degrees, and the sun just set, tucked behind the evergreens. Roberts grounds one to the shortstop, Walraven. He flips it over to the second baseman, Riccardi, and unable to turn the double play is Worcester. Tyler Roberts frustrated with himself, got a fastball he wished he could have drove. However, he grounds into a fielder's choice, but the errant throw and second error of the ball game for Worcester will give the Blues another run. Rounding third and heading home is Scaffariello. Nope, check that. Zach Scott rounds third, heads home. Scaffariello is the one that was knocked out of the fielder's choice on the air. Tyler Roberts will advance to second base, and it's a 3-0 ball game. Blues with the advantage. Scott doubles to start off the inning, comes around to score. Matt Iantoska to bat for the Blues. Down in the count, 0-1. Gets a slider here. Check swing, did not go too far that time. 1 ball and 1 strike. Iantoska picked up his first base knock as a Bristol Blue in the second inning. Picked up an RBI as well. The 1-1 pitch is yet another slider. This one bounces in there. Good job by the catcher, Nick Berry, for Worcester to smother that one, keep it in front of him, and not allow Tyler Roberts to advance yet another 90 feet. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count now for Iantoska. Inside move once again, Stegani utilizes. Going nowhere is Roberts. He walks back into second base safely. Count stays 2-1. Great hitter's count for Iantoska. Searching for a fastball, I would assume. He gets it. Check swing, did not go too far, but up with the right arm goes the home plate umpire anyways. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 4th, and deuces are wild. 2-2 is a ground ball hit over there to Rothenberg. He charges hard. His throw is offline. A great pick over there at first base for Mike Cogshall. He's had a heck of a day over there at first. Errant throws galore, a couple of picks. Nice play there by Cogshall to save the Bravehearts from surrendering another run. The Blues pick up 1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. We head to the top of the 5th. Blues lead 3-0. Now batting for the Worcester Bravehearts to lead off the top of the 5th inning number 29, Joe Mercandante. He gets a first pitch fastball in the outer third. He absolutely laces it on one hop to Zach Scott, the Blues second baseman. He picks it up shin high, flings it over to the first baseman, Andrew Kendrick. One pitch, one out. Blues lead 3-0, top of the fifth inning. Now batting the left-handed hitting left fielder, Ryan Ward. 1 ball and no strikes. The count here for Ryan Ward. He lifts one high, up and out of play, nearly on top of the press box. That ball almost came up here to hang out with me. However, it thought better of it. Went down into the cheap seats. Souvenir for the lucky fan. Looks like that ball will end up in the hands of the little kid from Terryville. He'll go happy tonight, picking up an FCBL official baseball autographed by the commish himself, Chris Hall. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out here. We are in the top of the fifth inning. Sam Spatafor rocks back into the motion. He rifles a fastball in there, pops the leather of Ian Tosca, but this one misses the strike zone. It is 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a soft ground ball to Roberts. Picks it up on the run, beating it out. There is Ryan Ward. That'll go down as an infield base knock. There's not much more Tyler Roberts could do there. Charged hard, picked it up, threw it on the run, but the speed of Ryan Ward legged that one out. Infield base knock for the Worcester left fielder. Dante Riccardi, the 9-hole hitter for Worcester, now to bat. He shows bunt. Charging hard is the Blues third baseman, Christian Budzik. He pulls it back. That pitch was out of the strike zone, 1-0. Lights glistening on Muzzy Field. It is a perfect night for baseball. No wind, 70 degrees outside. It doesn't get much better than this to watch America's pastime. Spatafor steps off the mound, picks off over there to first base to Andrew Kendrick. Nothing doing. Ball back to Spat. He toes the slab once again. Fires in a fastball. This one maxes out the top of the strike zone. Up at the right arm goes the home plate umpire. Call the strike. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the 9-hole hitter for the Bravehearts, Dante Riccardi. Budzik, even with the bag here defensively for Bristol, now has an opportunity to back up as that 1-2 fastball is swung right through. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Riccardi. Middle of the infield in double play depth. Fairly good double play combo up the middle today for Bristol. Zach Scott and Tyler Roberts. 1-2 pitch is a fastball. Misses beneath the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Left-handed hitting second baseman in the batter's box for Worcester. Runner is off with the pitch. The 2-2 bounces in there. Nothing Ian Tosca can do there. They send the runner on the correct pitch. Spatafor bounces another one in there. There's nothing Ian Tosca could do about that one. Runner stands up in at second base. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Top of the fifth inning. Blues lead 3-0. Blues lead 3-0 in the run column. In the hits, we're deadlocked 5-5. And the one area that the Blues do want Worcester to lead, they are. 2 errors to nothing. Spatafor now rears back and puts a little extra mustard on that fastball. Ramps it up. This one a little bit tardy on it was Riccardi. Lifts it high. Yup. And out of play. End of the Mazine here at Muzzy Field. We'll do it all over again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Fastball inside corner. Called out for excessive window shopping. There is Dante Riccardi. Lineup will roll over here. Tom Walraven, the batter for Worcester. Walraven 0 for 2 on the day. Popped out to the second baseman, Zach Scott, then lined out to the Blues right fielder, Logan Green. Spatafor sets. He will kick up and deliver the first pitch to Walraven. Changeup misses just a hair outside, 1-0. fifth inning of work here for Spatafor. Picks up his second strikeout. He's gone through 4 2/3. This one a hard hit ball in the hole. Gets past the diving glove of Tyler Roberts. Rounding third and heading to score will be Ryan Ward. Walraven gets his first knock of the ball game. That'll be a base hit and an RBI at that. Blues lead now cut to 2. 3-1. Bristol leading the Worcester Bravehearts. 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Man on first base. Rafael Borgnon, the batter. Borgnani really struggling today. Struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Grounded out into a 6-4-3 double play in his last. Runner off again. Ian Tosca's throw down to second. Right at Roberts. And this Worcester offense is running at will on Sam Spatafor. He's really struggling to get out and get the ball to home plate. Taking his sweet time, not even giving Ian Tosca a shot. Borgnani now finds himself with an RBI situation. Runner in scoring position is Tom Walraven. He picks up a stolen base. Second stolen base this evening for the Worcester Bravehearts. Worcester now leads in the hit column, but the Blues lead this ball game 3-1. Runner off again. Hard ground ball. Tyler Roberts attempts to backhand it. It skips up over the glove. That might be an error, the first of the season on Tyler Roberts. And Worcester gets another one. Runner was off with the pitch. Was going to score regardless of what happened on that ball play. They give the air to Tyler Roberts. It caroms off the glove, the backhander into left field. It is now a 3-2 ball game, and Rafael Borgnani stands at first base. Now batting for Worcester, their 3-hole hitter and first baseman, number 9, Mike Coggeshall. Coggeshall, slightly open stance, very wide base, twirls the bat around like a toothpick above that back left shoulder. Spatafor now utilizes a pickoff move over there to first base. Back in there, sliding safely is Borgnani. Borgnani bluffs the steal, does not get a good jump, and stays at first base. Spatafor held it for an extra beat, and that was just enough to keep him at first. Spatafor now has to change up his looks to home because these runners are running at will on the Blues' right-handed starter. This ball lifted high in the air, deep to right field, going back, and this one will get out of here. Coggeshall with a 2-run bomb off of Spatafor, and don't look now, but the Worcester Bravehearts have a 4-3 lead. A 4-run top of the 5th inning, capped off by a 2-run bomb by Mike Coggeshall, and that one was an absolute no-doubter. You knew it was deep and far off the bat, but you did not realize that ball was going to hang up there 370 feet away from home plate, halfway up the evergreen trees in right field. Now this one in the hole. Roberts makes a strong throw across the diamond. Phenomenal play there by Tyler Roberts to stop the bleeding in the top of the 4th inning. Worcester gets 4. They take the lead by 1. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and now Blues trail 4-3. Leading off the bottom of the fifth inning for the Blues is the 9-hole hitter, the third baseman from Eastern Connecticut State University in Cromwell, Connecticut, Christian Budzik. Budzik takes this one, bounces in there, 1 ball and 1 strike to Christian. The 1-1 pitch is a fastball. This one bounces in there. 2 balls and 1 strike. Budzik awaits the hitter's count, the 2-1 pitch. Fastball dots the outside corner. Good pitch there by Stegani. Budzik check swing, did not want to get after that 2-1 fastball. A little bit outside. He waits for the 2-2 pitch. This is a fastball outside as well. Throws the hands at it and rifles it down the right field line into the picnic area. The kids scamper around. Let's see who comes up with that one. Looks like a little girl from down the road here in Bristol takes that one home to her mom and dad. Yet another lucky fan going home with a souvenir here from Muzzy Field. The 2-2 pitch is a fastball, missing outside by just a hair. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch is grounded up the middle. Charging hard is Walraven. Throws on the run, an absolute seed to the first baseman, Cogshall. 1 up, 1 down. Budzik goes down 6-3 for those of you scoring this one at home. As the lineup rolls over Lorenzo, Arcuri takes his lengthy stroll into the right-handed batter's box. Lorenzo sees a first pitch fastball, missing the strike zone, 1-0. Arcuri 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to the shortstop in the first inning and lined out to the center fielder, Matt Diesel, in the bottom of the third. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball right at the belt buckle on the outer third. Called a strike, 1-1. Arcuri gets the leg down early here. Thought this pitch missed a little bit low. However, the home plate umpire rifles up the right arm. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stegani piercing in, giving his best Roger Clemens stare over the glove to the catcher, Ryan Berry. He now rocks back into the motion, kicks up and delivers. This fastball lifted high up and out of play onto Muzzy Street, parallel to Muzzy Field. Count stays 1-2. The 1-2 pitch misses the strike zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the fifth inning is brought to you today by the Bristol Hospital. Everyday extraordinary. The 2-2 pitch is a fastball lifted high in the air, deep down the right field line. That ball will hook. Foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count stays. Lorenzo Arcuri with an absolute battle with the starter, the 6'3 righty for Worcester, number 25, Greg Stegani. Stegani deliberately gets into the motion here. Ground ball at Walraven again. He picks this hop up at the shoulders. Throws Arcuri out by a quarter of a step. Arcuri really getting down the line there. However, unable to beat the throw. 2 up and 2 down. Logan Green, the batter for Bristol. Logan Green is 0 for 2 on the day. He gets yet another first pitch changeup. Stegani did this to him his last at bat. He went changeup, slider, fastball to retire Logan Green. Here he goes, changeup again. This one a fastball, missing low and outside. 1-1. Logan Green's 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to right field his first AB and struck out looking in his second. 1-1 pitch misses up and in. Dipping, ducking, diving out of the way. There is Logan Green. That fastball, a little bit of chin music. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball right at the letters. Logan Green loved it. He applied a huge hack and came up empty. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Deuces Wild for the 2-hole hitter for Bristol. Check swing, that slider started on the outer third, died low and outside. Logan Green thought better of it. Checked his swing, did not go too far, says the infield umpire. Count runs full, 3-2. Blues trail the Bravehearts 4-3. A big 2-run bomb top half of the inning by Mike Cogshall spells the difference right now. On deck for Bristol is number 31, Frankie Gregoire. 3-2 pitch is a slider. Waiting back on that one is Green. Throws the bat head at it, unable to completely barrel it up. Lifts it high, up, and out of play. Into the parking lot behind the dish. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch is a change piece. This one bottoms out the strike zone a little bit too early. That'll be a walk for Logan Green. A 2-out base runner for the Bristol Blues, and that brings up Frankie Gregoire. Gregoire taking his sweet time before entering that right-handed batter's box. He digs in, now calls time, checks out to get the signs from his manager, Patrick Riley. Riley flashes the signs, and Gregoire waits the first pitch of his third at-bat tonight. First pitch of that third AB is a strike. 0-1 the count to the Blues left fielder, who's grounded out to short twice tonight. 0-2 on the ball game is Frankie, looking to change his fortunes. Lifts this one high in the air to shallow center field. Matt Diesel comes in, he charges and makes the play. Blues get a base runner. No runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We head to the top of the 6th. Bristol trails Worcester 4-3. Here we are, top of the 6th inning, new arm on the bump for Bristol. The lefty, Paulie Versteeg, will face the left-handed hitting center fielder, Matt Diesel. Versteeg toes the slab for Bristol. St. Mary's College product out there from California. Hums in, the 0-1 fastball outside corner, way late on that one was Diesel. 0-2. Versteeg deliberately gets into the windup. Fastball lifted high, up and out of play. Count stays 0-2. I will say there were rave reviews last time from Paulie and his family out there in California. Every time he toes the slab this season, I will say hello, good afternoon, and hope you have a great night. To all of Paulie Versteeg's family and girlfriend hailing out there in the great state of California. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count here to Matt Diesel. Shatters his bat, floater up the middle. Tyler Roberts with a basket grab. That bat splits into 13 different pieces. Absolutely sawed him off there, did Paulie Versteeg. 1 up and 1 down. Blues trail Worcester 4-3 in the top of the 6th inning. Nick Berry, the batter for Worcester. 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out into a double play in the 2nd inning and flew out to the center fielder, Lorenzo or Curry, in the top of the 4th. Way ahead of the fastball there is Berry. Lifts it high, up, and out of play. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch on its way to the catcher for Worcester. It's a changeup, misses up and out. 1-1. Versteeg flew the front side open a little bit there, let the changeup float high and outside. 1-1. Now the curveball. Lollipop curve there by Paulie Versteeg. Way out in front of it was Nick Berry. Rolls over into foul territory. Down the third base line. Count now 1-2. Blues had the lead early on in this ball game. They played at 2 in the bottom of the 2nd and 1 in the bottom of the 4th to lead 3-0. Then the top of the 5th inning came around, and the 2-run bomb by Mike Cogshall is right now the difference in this ball game. Line shot down the first base line into foul territory, up into the picnic area. Count stays 1-2. Good piece there by Berry. Wouldn't be surprised to see Paul Versteeg drop the yellow hammer out there against Ryan Berry. Versteeg, great command of the curveball. Berry calls time, checks himself, and awaits what is a curveball. This one, a little bit harder, misses low beneath the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Versteeg pierces in, gets the sign from Ian Tosca, kicks up and delivers a fastball. This one lifted high up behind home plate. Ian Tosca calls for it and will not be able to make the play. A pop-up right behind the dish. He turns his back to the field, goes up with 2 hands, picture perfect, until it smacked the leather. The ball did not find its way back home into the pocket. It bounced off into the turf. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count remains for the Worcester catcher, Nick Berry. A new life for the catcher, Nick Berry. Paulie Versteeg out there throwing another pitch to the catcher, hopefully retiring him here. Versteeg now subtly gets into the windup. Fastball, top of the strike zone. Berry unable to barrel it up. Count stays 2-2. Defensive alignment here behind Versteeg in the 6th inning. Kendrick at first, Scott at second, Roberts, the shortstop, and Christian Budzik, the Blues' third baseman. Yet another pitch and another foul ball off the bat of Berry. In the outfield for Bristol, still in this ballgame, Frankie Gregoire. In left, Lorenzo Arcuri, your center fielder. And in right, Logan Green. Versteeg kicks up and delivers this fastball lifted in the air. Deep down the left field line, going back is Gregoire. He will make the play 25 feet in front of the warning track. Deep fly ball off the bat of Nick Berry. He is now 0 for 3 on the evening. Joe Mercandante, the batter. He's 1 for 2 tonight, and he gets his third at bat here in the 6th inning. Number 29, the right fielder, Joe Mercandante, the batter. First pitch from Paulie Versteeg is a fastball in on the hands, up in the strike zone. Caught it on the label, lifts it up and out of play. No balls and 1 strike. Versteeg working that first base side of the rubber, kicks up and delivers the 0-1 pitch. It's a change piece, missing the outer third by just a few inches, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now to the Worcester right fielder. This one pops the leather of Ian Tosca. Hit him right in the glove. Must have been set up a little bit too far outside. Count now 2-1. Good pitch there by Versteeg. He hit Ian Tosca right where he wanted it. Now this one off the end of the bat. Line shot lifted high, up and out of play down the left field line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Blues trail in this one, 4-3. We are in the top of the 6th inning. Sam Spatafor got the start for Bristol. He went 5 innings, giving up 4 runs on 7 hits. Paul Versteeg comes in relief. And each pitching change tonight brought to you by Muzzy Field, the book written by Doug Milan about this 102-year-old historic venue. That last pitch by Paul Versteeg swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Muzzy Field. Blues trail 4-3. This is Bristol Blues baseball. Now batting for Bristol, their second baseman, number 2, Zach Scott. Zach gets a first pitch fastball. He hacks at it once again. That worked out well for him in his last at-bat. He got a first pitch slider that he rifled into deep right center field. It caromed off the wall, and it was an easy 2-bagger for the Blues second baseman, Zach Scott. Now down in the count, 0-1. He gets a fastball that misses low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. To the St. Leo Athletic roster next season goes Zach Scott. Now he gets a fastball right down the middle. Inside outsit, lifts it up over the shortstop head. It scampers into right field. Left field. It's a base knock there for Zach Scott, his second of the evening. Blues have a base runner. They trail here in the 6th inning. Liam Scaffariello now the batter for the Bristol Blues. He takes a fastball right at the belt buckle on the outer third, called a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch on its way to Scaff. After the pickoff move to first base, Zach Scott slides in safely head first. Pickoff move once again. Zach Scott back in there safely. Scaffariello, the batter for Bristol, the designated hitter, is 1 for 1 on the day. Also has a walk in his second plate appearance. Stegani still out there working for Worcester. So far, he's completed 5, given up 3 runs on 6 hits for the Bristol Blues offensive unit. Scaff with a very wide base over there in the right-handed batter's box. Back foot tucked on that back white line. Leg kick hammers this one high in the air, deep behind home plate into foul ground. Out of play. Scaffariello will now step out and check the signs from manager Pat Riley. Scaff with a little bit of encouragement from Blues pitching coach and first base coach Jordy Shiner. A couple of claps sends him on his way back in the right-handed batter's box. Zach Scott, yet another pickoff move, keeping a very close eye on Zach Scott. Not sure what they have on the scouting report there for the Blues second baseman. Zach's not one to steal a ton of bases. Scaffariello now goes down swinging. A slider, he pulled his head up off that one just a little bit. Little too much. He goes down swinging. First out in the inning is a strikeout to Liam Scaffariello. Andrew Kendrick now the batter for the Blues. Kendrick takes this first pitch fastball as it bounces in there. 1-0. One ball and no strikes to Kendrick. Pickoff move yet again. This one was a good one. Zach Scott, however, back in safely yet again. 1-0. Still the count to Andrew Kendrick. Kendrick awaits the 1-0 pitch. It is a fastball that's lifted high in the air, deep to center field. Going back is Diesel all the way back to the track, 2 steps in front of it as he retires Andrew Kendrick. Kendrick put a charge into that one. That's about as far as you'll see a ball hit to dead center field here at Muzzy Field. Now batting for the Blues, number 5, Tyler Roberts. Man on first, 2 outs. Greg Stegani getting a visit from the skipper for the Worcester Bravehearts. He checks in. Let's see if he takes the ball away from the big righty. So far, just a lengthy conversation. Everybody on the infield coming in to talk to Stegani and their skipper. Looks like they're going to leave him in there and let him work against the Blues shortstop, Tyler Roberts. Worcester's manager turns his back, heads back to the visiting dugout, and Stegani will stay on the bump as he's ready to face Tyler Roberts. Man on first is Zach Scott, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Roberts twirls the bat around a couple of times, knocks home plate once and twice for luck. And the fastball is low. Zach Scott attempts to steal second base. He is thrown out sliding head first. The Blues get a base runner, but do not score here in the bottom of the 6th. We head to the top of the 7th inning, and the Blues trail 4-3. This is Bristol Blues baseball. Back onto the bump for the Bristol Blues is Paulie Versteeg. Versteeg worked a flawless top of the 6th inning, so he's back out there for the 7th. The lucky lefty, number 11, comes in a first pitch fastball, showing bunt. Dropping it down in foul territory is Ryan Ward. Count is 0-1. Ryan Ward, the lefty, keeps his hands right in front of that back right ear. It's a curveball. This one misses too far up in the zone above the lettering. Worcester scripted across the navy blue jerseys for the Bravehearts today, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Fastball, missing outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Versteeg looks in. He now rocks back into the motion. The 2-1 pitch is a grounder up the middle. Picked up by Zach Scott, thrown on the run, not in time. That'll be an infield base knock for Ryan Ward. Ward with his second base knock of the evening, this one of the infield variety. He is now 2 for 3 on the day. Christian Budzik now comes in to have a word with Paulie Versteeg. Ward, the runner at first, and now the 9-hole hitter due up. Dante Riccardi, the second baseman for Worcester. Left-handed hitting second baseman. He's 0 for 1 on the day, struck out looking in the top of the 5th inning, walked in the 3rd. Bunt being showed, Versteeg right back at him. He shuffles his feet, throws. Play at second base. The force out is completed. Good job there by Paulie Versteeg. PFPs running in full force for the Bristol Blues. Bunt right back to the pitcher. He fires it down to the shortstop. Tyler Roberts covering second base. They get the lead runner out. Sacrifice bunt does not work out here for Worcester. Reaching on a fielder's choice will be Dante Riccardi. Now batting for the Bravehearts, their leadoff hitter and shortstop, Tom Walraven. Number 2, Walraven. Man on first is Riccardi. He has a very large leadoff over there at first base for the lefty Versteeg on the bump. He checks over at first once, now make that twice, lifts up the leg, and hums a fastball, missing outside, 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes, the count to the leadoff man for the Worcester Bravehearts. 1-0 pitch is a fastball. Boxes it up on the upper 90, up and outside, top of the strike zone, 1 ball and 1 strike. Middle of the infield in double play depth. Walraven does have speed, but he hits the ball hard enough. He will be a double play candidate. Pickoff move to first base. Not his best. 1 ball and 1 strike. The count remains. Versteeg checks in, gets the signal from his battery mate tonight, Matt Iantosca. Versteeg now picks off to first base. Back in there safely is Riccardi. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out here. We are in the top of the 7th inning. Blues trail the Bravehearts 4-3. Versteeg checks first, stares an extra beat, kicks up the leg, and now fires a fastball missing just an eyelash beneath the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike. There is action in this Bristol Blues bullpen. Number 30, Mike Munson, warming up in the pen. Hard shot on the ground by Walraven right at the third baseman, Christian Budzik. He bottles it up with the chest, and it kicks a little bit to the left. He's unable to make the play over there at first base. That'll be an E5 for those of you scoring this one back at home. The sun has set, the lights have flicked on, and the temperature has gone down 10 degrees up here on top of the press box. What started out as a beautiful night for baseball has turned into be a little bit chilly. The designated hitter, Rafael Borgnani, now the batter for Worcester. He Takes the first pitch fastball, missing, up and inside. 1-0. One ball and no strikes to count here for the Bravehearts DH. Men on first and second. Walraven at first and Dante Ricciardi, the runner over there at second. This one a fly ball to left field. Charging is Frankie Gregoire. He will camp under it, catch that can of corn, and there are 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. So Mike Cogshull now the batter. He's 2 for 3 on the day. That last at bat was a 2-run home run that gave Worcester the lead, and as of right now, they haven't turned back. Lefty on lefty matchup. Versteeg against Cogshull. First pitch a little bit up and in. Diving back out of the way is Mike Cogshull. This Worcester first baseman. Count is 1-0. Infield for Bristol, deep all the way around. Outfield, deep only in right field. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball in on the hands. He inside outs this one up and out of play down the third base line. 1-1. Flashing the signals here is Ian Tosca. Setting his Versteeg. Now he kicks up and delivers. Fastball pops the leather. I thought that one caught the outside corner. However, the umpire tells me I'm wrong. That's a ball. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to the Worcester first baseman Cogshull. Gets a fastball in on the hands. He cues it off the end of the bat over there to Ty Roberts. He will make the play unassisted, and we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's stretch time here at Muzzy Field, so get up, stretch out, and sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game at Home." This is Bristol Blues Baseball. Now batting for Bristol to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning, number 5, Tyler Roberts. Roberts will face the right-handed offerings from the reliever from Holy Cross in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, Danny Barloak. Barloak's first pitch of the evening misses the strike zone, 1-0. The hard-throwing righty gets in there, hums in a fastball. This one skips right past home plate, 2-0. 7th inning stretch, as always, is brought to you by the Hummel Brothers, the official hot dog of the Bristol Blues. Roberts sees a 2-0 fastball missed low and inside. Count runs full, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes to Tyler Roberts. This one up and in. He dances out of the way. That's the 4th wide one. Leadoff walk to Tyler Roberts, and the Blues have the tying run on the base paths. Now batting for the Bristol Blues, the catcher, number 10, Matt Iantoska. Barloak finds the strike zone for the first time tonight, ahead in the count, 0-1 to the second batter of the 7th inning, Matt Iantoska. Tyler Roberts extends his lead off a couple extra beats. Iantoska shows bunt. Charging hard is Rothenberg. Iantoska sees the fastball is beneath the knees, pulls back the bunt attempt, and it is 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes. Showing bunt again. This one is a slider that catches the outer half of the strike zone. Now it is 1-2. Iantoska is going to be forced to swing the bat now. One ball and 2 strikes. The pickoff move to first base. Back in there, sliding headfirst safely, Tyler Roberts. Roberts led off the bottom of the 7th inning with a 4-pitch walk. Now Bullock finds himself ahead in this count. 1-2. A little bit of Ched thrown out of that right arm there by Bullock. Misses the strike zone beneath the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Throwing a little bit harder than Greg Stigani is the right-handed reliever, Danny Bullock. Now this one, an off-speed pitch, misses the strike zone. The Worcester bench wanted it. They did not get the call. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch on its way. The runner is off with the pitch, and they call strike 3 on Matt Iantoska. However, Tyler Roberts was off with the pitch. That's a stolen base for Tyler. Iantoska goes down looking, and Christian Budzik, the batter, with an opportunity to tie this ball game up in the bottom of the 7th. Blues trail 4-3. Worcester leads in the hit column 8-6. We're all knotted up in the errors, each team with 2 errors apiece. Number 23, Budzik, the batter for the Blues. He gets a fastball. He swings right through it. A strike here on Budzik. Runner on second is Tyler Roberts. Walked and stole a base on that last pitch to Iantoska. Budzik now takes a fastball missing beneath the knees right at the ankles. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to the Blues 9-hole hitter and third baseman, Christian Budzik. Bullock checks second base once, now twice. Rifles in a curveball. This one misses too far inside. Count now 3-1. Bullock now will set. Kick up and deliver, missing inside. That's the second walk in the inning out of the right arm of the reliever, Danny Bullock. Blues have something brewing as the lineup turns over for Lorenzo Arcuri. Lorenzo Arcuri is 0 for 3 on the night. He's due to break out of this one. An RBI single sounds fantastic to Blues fans all over. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch slider right at the knees. Called a strike, 0-1. the 1-0 pitch. Pitcher sets at the letters. Kicks up and delivers. Fastball inside corner. Called a strike. Curry did not like that call. Nothing you can do about that one, though, if you're Lorenzo. Umpire goes up with the right arm. You're down in the count 0-2. Got to shorten up, put the ball in play, and see what happens. The 0-2 pitch is a curveball. Top of the strike zone, lifted high up and out of play. Down Muzzy Street, parallel to historic Muzzy Field. The count will stay 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Curry sees one bounce in there. Throws up the left arm, telling the boys to stay home at second and first. They listen to their leadoff hitter. They stay at second and first. That ball did not skip away. Good block there by the catcher, Nick Berry. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Curry swings through a fastball here. He will go down swinging. And Logan Green will get pinch hit for by his high school summer league teammate, number 32, Brandon Grover. Brandon Grover comes in to pinch hit for Logan Green, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Two-out opportunity for Grover. 2 out hits will get you to heaven. Let's see what Brandon Grover's got up his sleeve today. And 2 out RBI hits, well, those just take you straight there. First pitch is a fastball, missing low and outside, 1-0. Roberts, the runner at second. He does have good speed. Any single in the outfield should play to run. Fastball misses outside once again. It's 2-0. Brandon Grover in a great hitter's count. Phenomenal opportunity for the left-handed hitting right fielder from Bentley University in Boston, Brandon Grover. Grover now sees a fastball miss up and out of the strike zone. 3 balls and no strikes for the pinch hitter, Brandon Grover. On deck for Bristol is number 31, Frankie Gregoire. And after that pitch, that's the 4th wide one. Danny Bullock struggling with his command here for Worcester. Their pitching coach now calls time. He will head out to the mound to calm down their right-handed reliever. Bases loaded. 2 outs for the Bristol Blues freshman All-American, Frankie Gregoire. Yesterday, Frankie was announced to the Louisville Slugger freshman All-American team. He played his freshman year over there at Marist College down in New York. He's due for a base hit. He's 0 for 3 on the day, and he's due up here in a big spot. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Frankie Gregoire, the 3-hole hitter for the Bristol Blues, will dig into the right-handed batter's box next after this visit from the Worcester pitching coach. The crowd is up cheering on this Bristol Blues team, urging Gregoire for a knock. Now the fans are up on their feet for this first pitch curveball that bends in front of the knees of Gregoire. Count is 1-0. Working from the windup here is Bullock. Hits Gregoire, and that'll bring in a run. Down to a knee goes Bullock. This game is tied up 4-4. Hit by pitches, Frankie Gregoire. And now Zach Scott, who's hot tonight, due up for the Bristol Blues. So Tyler Roberts will come around to score, and this ball game is knotted up at 4s in the bottom of the 7th inning. Zach Scott, first pitch swinging. He swung at the first pitch in his last 3 at-bats. This one was a fastball beneath the knees, probably would have been a called a ball, but Zach Scott found success first pitch swinging early on in this ball game. So we'll let it continue. A cue shot off the end of the bat into third. Over there to third base. Off the glove of Rothenberg, but this one was in foul territory when he booted it. No balls and 2 strikes the count to the Blues second baseman, Zach Scott. It looks like Paul Versteeg's day is done. He now has ice on the left arm in the Blues dugout. Expect Michael Munson to come in out of the bullpen next for Bristol. The 0-2 pitch is a fastball just a bit outside. That one finds its way into the right-handed batter's box, 1-2. 1-2 pitch. We'll do it again. The good old Bob Uecker, just a bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs for number 2. Deuces wild for Zach Scott. He lifts this one in the air. Deep right field. That ball is back. Get up! Get up! Off the wall! Zach Scott playing hero today for the Bristol Blues. He will round third, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling into third base. A 3 RBI triple for number 2, Zach Scott. Put the team on your back, young blood. The Blues lead 7-4. Zach Scott with a 2-2 pitch that he absolutely hammers off the Bristol Hospital sign in deep right center field. That'll play 3 RBI triple for the Blues second baseman, and now Liam Scaffariello will stand into the right-handed batter's box. Let's go Blues chants now echo out of the grandstands down the first base line, and the first pitch curveball to Liam Scaffariello is over for a strike, 0-1. Second pitch of the AB to Scaff is a fastball missing beneath the knees, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is a pop-up, lifted 8 stories up in the air into foul ground. No one can find it. Liam Scaffariello with one of the highest pop-ups I've ever seen. Worcester had no clue what to do with that one, and it just drops in foul ground. Third baseman Rothenberg doesn't make a play on it. Nick Berry can't make a play on it, and it's 1-2, and Scaffariello has found himself another life. Now Scaff cues one off the end of the bat. This one will trickle into foul territory. Count stays 1-2. As he cues that one, it looks like he chipped the top of his bat. That's yet another piece of firewood for Liam Scaffariello. A couple broken bats already this season for Big Liam. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count as he heads into the locker room to pick up another twig. 3 RBI triple off the bat of Zach Scott. Have a day, Zach Scott. 3 hits, a double, a single, and a triple. Gives the Blues the lead, 7-4 late in this ballgame. That would leave Paulie Versteeg in line for the victory. He's 1-0 on the season. That would notch him his second victory of the 2016 campaign. Scaff takes a slider up and inside there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Deuces wild for Liam Scaffariello. He gets this one in on the handle, lifts it in the air to left field. Charging hard is the left fielder, Ward, but he gives way to Matt Diesel. Diesel will make the play, but the Blues get 4 and they take the lead. We head to the bottom. We head to the top of the 8th inning here at Muzzy Field. Blues lead 7-4. This is Bristol Blues baseball. new pitcher on the bump for the Bristol Blues, number 30, the right-hander from Post University in Plainville, Connecticut, Michael Munson. Munson will have to go through the heart of this order. 4, 5, 6. Smartest man in baseball due up now, Matt Rothenberg, the junior from Harvard. Takes the first pitch fastball, missing inside, 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a fastball. Paints the outside black like Michelangelo, 1-1. Munson, a hard throwing righty, shakes off the first sign from Ian Tosca. He will now set at the red numbering across the chest. Fastball well located once again. Outside corner right at the knees, 1-2. Munson will come set, kick up, and deliver. Fastball ripped toward the on-deck circle. Matt Diesel just barely got out of the way of that one. That could have plunked the man in the on-deck box. However, it does not. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count remains. Munson feeling it with the right arm right now. Fastball, top of the zone. He got him on strikes. Michael Munson comes in out of the bullpen, retires the first batter of the top of the 8th inning, down on strikes. Matt Diesel now the batter. Check swing. He went too far. Matt Diesel down to the count, 0-1. Diesel popped out to short in his last at-bat. Munson, great command with the fastball there. This one, however, misses just a hair outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is a two-seam fastball. This runs away from the hands of the lefty Diesel. He throws the bat head at it, flicks it up and out of play off the end of the bat. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Munson now kicks up and delivers. The 1-2 pitch is an elevated fastball. That seems to be the out pitch today for Michael Munson. However, this time Diesel's hands catch up to it. He flicks it high up and off the screening behind the dish, 1-2. Now Munson sets once again. Big leg kick this time. Ground ball to the first baseman, Kendrick. He bobbles it, and Michael Munson covering first base. Wise move there by the reliever, Michael Munson. It seemed to be a routine ground ball to Andrew Kendrick. It took a weird hop, kicked off his chest and into foul ground. Munson was covering the bag all the way. PFP's put on display here at Muzzy Field today. Munson with a great play off the mound, picking up his buddy, Andrew Kendrick at first base. 2 up and 2 down. Blues lead 7-4 in the top of the 8th inning. Now batting Ryan Berry. Berry takes a first. Check that, Nick Berry, not Ryan Berry. Nick Berry takes the first pitch fastball up and out of the strike zone. It is 1-0. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball right on the outside corner, 1-1. On deck for the Bravehearts is the right fielder, Joe Mercandante. The 1-2 pitch just barely misses outside. The Bristol bench wanted that one. Thought they were going to get the umpire to throw up the right hand and call a strike. He did not. 1-2. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball beneath the knees, but Nick Berry swings at it anyways. It's a ground ball into foul territory down the first base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count for the Worcester catcher. Defensively stays the same all the way around for the full ball game. Budzik at third, Roberts at short, Zach Scott with a huge day at second base today, and Andrew Kendrick, the Blues first baseman. The 2-2 pitch is a slider. This one started on the outer third, dove down and out of the strike zone. Berry just does enough to get a piece of it, nicks it, and ticks it to the back of the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. In the outfield today, Brandon Grover, the pinch hitter, comes in defensively to replace Logan Green in right field. 2-2 pitch is a fastball that Munson lets go Not in the right keyhole. This one misses high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count pitch on its way to the Bravehearts catcher, Nick Berry. He swings right through the fastball. He goes down on strike. Munson strikes out 2 in the 8th inning, and the Blues lead 7-4. Bottom of the 8th. Coming up next, this is Bristol Blues baseball. Andrew Kendrick to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning for the Bristol Blues. He will face the right-handed offerings from number 10, Danny Barlick. Barlick's on the hook for the loss right now for the Worcester Bravehearts. Gave up 4 runs out of the bullpen last inning. Now he finds himself ahead in the count 0-2. Andrew Kendrick swings through a fastball, belt high. Barlick out there kicks up into the motion. The 0-2 pitch is a curveball. Well, it simply just didn't curve. Left it up at the eyeballs of Andrew Kendrick. He let it pass. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch is cued off the end of the bat right back to the pitcher. He comes up, makes the throw over to Cogshall at first base. 1 up, 1 down. The batter for Bristol now, fan favorite number 5, Tyler Roberts. Tyler Roberts will stand at the back of the right-handed batter's box and await the first pitch. It is a slider. Nope. Caught the strike zone. Looked like it missed low and outside. However, the umpire might be trying to quicken this game up. He goes up with the right hand. 0-1. Now this one, line shot down the left field line. That ball will get down in foul territory. 3 feet further to the right, that ball gets down in fair ground, and Tyler Roberts is rounding first, heading into second base, standing up with a 2-bagger. However, it's just a long strike, and now Ty finds himself down in the count 0-2. Tyler Roberts will dig back in the back of that right-handed batter's box, down in the count 0-2. Borlick comes a fastball in there. He swings right through it. He goes down on strikes. 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Matt Ian Tosca, the batter for Bristol. Well, what a tale of 2 innings so far for Danny Borlick. Last inning, he gives up the 3 RBI triple off the bat of Zach Scott after a few walks. and that gives the Blues the 7-4 advantage. This inning, back-to-back strikeouts, and now he's got Matt Iantosca ahead in the count, 2-0. Borlick kicks up and delivers. 2-0 pitch is a fastball lifted in the air high, deep down the left field line. That ball will hook into foul ground. Out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck for the Blues, number 23, Christian Budzik. Iantosca didn't seem ready for that one. The 2-1 pitch, he stood there with his bat at his hip. It's now 2-2. He's ready to go. The 2-2 pitch is hit off the end of the bat, off the catcher's equipment, down the third base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Iantosca 1 for 3 on the day. Got his first hit as a Bristol Blue in the second inning. 1-2 pitches swung on and missed. Iantosca goes down swinging. Barlock strikes out the side in the bottom of the 8th inning. But we head to the top of the 9th. Blues lead 7-4, and Michael Munson will toe the slab in the top of the 9th inning, looking to slam the door shut on the bottom third of the lineup of the Worcester Bravehearts. This is Bristol Blues baseball. Top of the 9th inning we go here from Muzzy Field. Joe Mercandante, the 7-hole hitter for Worcester, in the box. Michael Munson's first pitch of the 9th inning, missing out of the strike zone, 1-0. Second pitch misses as well. This one up and inside. Count is 2-0. Blues lead 7-4. Big day today for Zach Scott. 3 RBI triple really spells the difference, erases that 2-run bomb off the bat of Mike Cogshall. The 2-0 pitch is a fastball right down Main Street here in Bristol, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, another fastball, this one right down Main Street, but right at the knees. Well located fastball there by Michael Munson, 2-2. Munson sets, kicks up, and delivers. The 2-2 pitch is yet another fastball. Not sure where that one missed. From deep down the third base line, that one looked like it was good for strike 3. Umpire, a little bit better view than I have. 3-2. 3-2 pitch. He stood there like a house on the side of the road and watched it go by. Mercandante goes down looking. 1 up and 1 down in the top of the 9th inning. Now batting for Worcester, the left fielder hitting in the 8th hole, Ryan Ward. Ward awaits the first pitch. It is a fastball, missing a little bit too far outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, a fastball. Munson strictly giving Worcester a fastball diet here tonight. 2 balls and no strikes. Now Munson will pierce in, get the signal from Iantosca. I'm going to guess it's a fastball. It is. This one misses a little bit too far inside, 3-0. Now Ian Tosca's baffled with that one. He turns around, looks at the home plate umpire, asking where that missed. I'm not too sure. I can't help the fans listening out at home. I thought that one was a strike. But the 3-0 pitch, right down the heart of the plate, right at the belt buckle, perfect pitch. 3-1. 3-1 pitch, yet another fastball. Munson takes a couple of miles an hour off this one, locates it well, outer third, fouled up, out of play, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good job there by the young gun from Post University, not giving it all he's got on the 3-1 fastball, taking a couple of miles an hour off of it, finding the strike zone. With the 3-2 pitch, he gives it all he's got, and it is up and in. That'll be a walk, ball 4 to Ryan Ward. Now batting for Worcester, the 9-hole hitter, Dante Riccardi. Riccardi, the left-handed hitting second baseman, stands in. He takes a first pitch fastball. I really can't tell you where this one missed. It looks like the later it gets in this ball game, the tighter the strike zone gets. Michael Munson might be getting squeezed out there. Count is 1-0. This one definitely misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to the 9-hitter, second baseman Dante Riccardi. 2-0 pitch, another fastball. This one does catch the outside corner. I tell you, you hit the same spot 3 times in a row, and the umpire's going to go up with the right hand. Michael Munson proves that point true. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now this one grounded back to Mike. He goes directly over to first base, but that is an errant throw. Error by the pitcher, and the runners will carousel around the bases. Ryan Ward comes around third and scores. E1 by Michael Munson. That was a comebacker right to him. He just threw it down the fence line into right field. So Dante Riccardi reaches third base. Now he reaches base off the air, makes it all the way around to third. This is a 7-5 ball game, man on third base. Pitching coach Jordy Shiner now comes out to have a word with his reliever, Mike Munson. Looks like there is action in this Bristol Blues bullpen. Closer Nick Silva warming up. Nicholas Silva, the nephew of Alex Rodriguez, plays his collegiate baseball at the University of Maine. As that confab on the mound goes on, the infield decides they're going to stay back. Runner at third doesn't mean much of anything at this point. Blues lead by 2 runs with 1 out in the 9th inning. Now Munson pierces in, ready to get the signal from Ian Tosca. Leadoff man, Tom Walraven, the batter. He reached on an error in the 7th inning. Takes the first pitch fastball, outside corner, called a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch showing bunt as Walraven popped up in the air. Let's see if Ian Tosca comes away with this one. He does not. 2 pop-ups behind home plate, and Ian Tosca comes up empty on both of them. However, the good news is the count is 0-2. I'm kind of surprised here to see Walraven show bunt and try to lay one down. Blues third baseman Christian Budzik's already playing even with the bag, 0-1. He shows bunt, lifts it into foul ground, and now he's down in the count 0-2. Corners are even with the bag. Infield is deep. Munson kicks up and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Is a fastball. Elevated. Lifted up high and out of play. 0-2. The count stays. We are in the top of the 9th inning. Blues lead 7-5. Worcester leads in the hit column 8-7. 0-2 count, and Tom Walraven decides to throw up the right hand, ask for time from the home plate umpire. He gives it to him, and now he will do his best impression of Nomar Garcia Parra. Step out of the right-handed batter's box. Adjust the gloves once, twice, now make that 3 times before he stands back into the right-handed batter's box. 0-2 pitch is a fastball lifted in the air to fairly deep right field. Grover will camp under it, make the play to home plate. Let's see if it is close. No, it is not. Tagging up and scoring is Dante Riccardi. That'll be a sacrifice fly off the bat of Tom Walraven. With 2 outs, trailing by a run, Rafael Borgnani, the designated hitter, slides into the left-handed batter's box for Worcester. Rafael is 0 for on the day. He did reach base in the 5th inning on the air by the shortstop, Tyler Roberts. First pitch of the at-bat to Rafael Borgnani is a fastball. He challenges him, does Michael Munson. A steady diet of fastballs today out of the right arm of Munson. Rafael fouls it off into foul ground. It is 0-1. 0-1 pitch, yet another fastball. This one flicked to the back of the screen. He's now down in the count 0-2. The Bristol Blues 1 out away from ending this 3-game skid. 1 out away, 1 pitch away, 1 strike away. The fans are on their feet, egging on the boys in blue. Line shot, left field, back goes Gregoire. He will make the play, and the Bristol Blues come away with the victory against the Worcester Bravehearts. Without a doubt in my mind, the player of the game today has to be the Bristol Blues second baseman, Zach Scott. 3 for 4, a double, a single, and a 3 RBI triple, which gave the Blues the advantage they came home with. Bristol takes this one 7-6, and we will see you tomorrow night here at Muzzy Field. The Blues take on the Pittsfield Suns. This has been Bristol Blues Baseball with Brendan Kudla. Have a great night, folks.